Hello YouTube, D.I.Y fish keepers, native fish keepers. This is John once again. As you can tell, there's some changes done. I got a stand for my fish tank. Yay, that is the Lowe's or Home Depot shelf system that is like 18 inches deep, 36 inches long, perfect for 40-gallon breeder tanks. I have recently got rid of the channel catfish. It was getting too big and I just said this was unhumane, so I let it go. I did not get the bigger tank because I got the stand. I don't know why, but oh well. I did get a lot more bluegill or sunfish, and I think there's a hybrid crappie in the center. But anyways, the guy on the very left, tucking behind the filter, is usually the king of the tank. But I have the lights on, and now he's hiding, so everybody's swimming around. I still do not use any chemicals. I only use water, and I use my normal tap water. I'll heat it up to change the water temperatures, just because the water gets really cold, and I see that they get sluggish and hardly eat. So I'll change out the water because my heater is a little bit too small. Need to get a bigger one too. There is now ample storage on the bottom. As you can tell, I don't have the tank sitting at the top because I'm worried about having 400 pounds at 36 inches tall. 400 pounds at 36 inches high off the ground. It's just unnerving for me. Plus, I have a bike that I bring in and out of this room. So I put it like kind of like halfway, I guess you could say. So where the top is not all the way towards the top of the stand, but yet it gives me still good storage down there. I got a cooler that I put other fish stuff in there so I don't have to look at it. Even though I still look at that and that over there. That bottle over there is the only other thing I use, and I only use that when I do a water change. It's a called Shad Keeper, and it's for your live well when you go fishing. I barely use like maybe a little, about half a cap. That's the cap. It's like inch deep. I probably only put like a little bit, more like say about that much. Ain't much in the cap, just enough to fill the bottom of it. I only use this when I do a water change. That is it. It's actually made for bait fish anyways. That's what bluegill are. Uh, I still want the bigger tank. Bigger is always better, but I don't know. They like this small tank, but I want a bigger tank so I can add more decorations. Because with smaller tank, it just looks too claustrophobic. I had sand and a big ass rock, and all of them had this chill over on the right side where I had the big rock at, and a big old fish over there to the left who's hiding like a girl right now. Took over 90% of the tank, anyways. So I want the bigger tank just so they can all have their own space. As you can see, I have a lot of fighting going on in this little room. I feed them. The only thing I feed them from a pet store is the bloodworms and minnows or goldfish. I kind of don't like doing the goldfish and minnows because they could probably catch something and die, but they seem to like them, so forget it. They get it. And I feed them worms. Worms like no other. I've tried to get them to eat the pellets. They bite the pellets and then spit them back out, and then they sit onto my tank and cause tritis or whatnot. I am wanting to build a filter for this, but then again, if I get the bigger tank, this might turn into a filter itself, depending on the size of the tank I get. Because if I get an 80, I need a 40-gallon filter or some shit like they say, which I call BS on that. I still rock the two power heads. Now, they both have ceramic rings, they both have carbon, and they both have the filter floss. I found out if you just rinse the filter floss under hot water, you could reuse it. And every time I clean out my filters, I always use hot water. Just in case if there's any bad bacteria or anything else like that, I will clean out my filters 3 days to a week before I do my water change. My water change is sometimes once every 2 weeks. My pH levels stay good, everything stays good. I see no odd behavior besides what they do normally, anyways. What I have noticed is that these fish, no matter what the level of that pH level is, they will still change colors. Like this little one was light 1 second, now it's all dark. It's just like, what the hell? My camera doesn't bring it up that good, but yeah. I have tried to turn up the heat to see if anyone would start breeding, but it's too small of a tank, and yeah. I did have sand, as you can tell. There's leftovers on the bottom of the tank. I do normal 5-gallon bucket water changes. I kind of don't mind it because it's at a perfect level anyways. It's only 40 gallons, so 8 buckets total to fill the tank. 4 to redo a water change ain't bad at all. I don't always keep it fully full because I've had fish jump out. Yes. But anyways, this is just my update. Yeah, the front of the tank's kind of dirty still because I just did a water change a couple days ago. I don't know if I want to get a catfish again because he got too big for the tank too quick. Like I had him when he was only like 12 inches long. He ended up being like 23 inches when I got rid of him. So yeah, and I only had him for like 2.5 months. He did love those cube frozen things you get at PetSmart or Petco or whatever. Their chinchilla food shit. He loved the hell out of them. I could feed him like 100 and he'd still be eating them up. He didn't eat any of the goldfish or the minnows. He ate some worms every now and then, but yeah, he loved those cubes. But yeah, this is all my fish. This one right here at the bottom underneath the big guy, I think is a freaking crappie. He's spotted all over, but then he also has the stripes like a gills, like a sunfish or a bluegill. So I think he's a mix. Not too sure. It'd be pretty nice though. I do want to get bass. I do want to get crappie. Do want to get a catfish, so I might, depending on if I get the bigger tank. I've seen a lot cheap on Craigslist. I live in Tempe, Arizona, so yeah. This is my update. Oh, and I took the LED strips down. I will be redoing them. I had them going as an X. I had them going all around. I had it going front to back, but I don't know. I might just put it on the wall, see if that helps out. The fish weren't liking the brightness. They don't really like the light anyways, but you know, they'll get used to it. They have no choice. This is John, native fish keepers DIY. Oh, and the other part of this stand right here has become my computer desk. See? Yep, it's all dirty. Yep. There's the computer, there's everything else. There's a big old TV I use as my computer screen. And yeah, see? Bam. Because at the point in time, I wanted a new computer desk, and I seen this, so I said, might as well hit 2 birds with 1 stone. Bam, works out actually pretty perfect. On my computer, I had this like little piece of board I had from whatever. Oops. So yeah, it helps with when I have to put my hand like this. So this is John, DIY. Basically bedroom furniture now. Kidding, maybe. And have a good night. Like, subscribe, comment, do whatever.